Hello, Samira. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you here.
Good
Yeah.
morning. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Elena.
Hi, Kinley.
Morning.
Yeah, we have one or two more who will be joining us soon, and we will start. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you here for Christmas, Kinley?
No, I'm traveling on 22nd, from 22nd till 3rd of January. I'm gonna be in Strasbourg.
Okay.
Nice.
Sounds very Christmassy.
Yes, pretty much.
Skiing?
What about you? Are you gonna be around?
No, yes, I'm not going anywhere. Our two kids, Safi and Heidi, are coming back from university here.
Okay, great. Great.
So, and this is a nice time to be in Dubai, of course, weather-wise.
Yeah, today it was amazing. It's raining, beautiful, and went out for my cycling at 6:30. It's beautiful.
Nice.
For a change. Good morning, Ahmed.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Ahmed.
Hi,
Morning,
Elena. How are you?
Ahmed. Good to see
Hey.
Hi,
you.
everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Ahmed, you know Ahmed, Nick? Ahmed from CFI. Recently, he's heading CFI. I think global role, right, Ahmed? Or
Business development, yes.
business development global role, yes.
I spoke at a wealth event a few weeks ago, which had CFI there.
Yeah, we were together.
We will start in a minute from now.
I think we are waiting. Okay, Mustafa has joined.
Wonderful.
I think, Samira, you may start.
Yeah. So I'm just going to record the conversation. 1 second. Record and recording has started. Okay. Yeah, I think we can start now. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Dubai Stockbrokers and Investment Services Business Group, a business group of Dubai Chambers roundtable session. Please note that this is a closed-door roundtable session where we open up for input, suggestions, and also any insights that you can provide on the stockbrokers community, specifically in Dubai, but UAE and globally as well. You might ask, what is the aim of this roundtable session? Well, on behalf of the government and the regulators, we want to ensure that as a business group, we can reach out in one voice to address some of the issues we are facing. It could be challenges, it could be opportunities, it could be areas of growth for the business as well. And that is where we would like to take the conversation forward. So once again, a warm welcome. It is a very quick closed-door session. Please feel free to share. Nothing is going to be produced in the media before or without your approval. We will issue a paper, like a white paper, but that is only after sharing with you and getting your consent. I would like to now move forward by requesting the Vice Chairman of DSIG, Mustafa, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Thank you so much, Samira, and welcome everyone. Apologies, I am my video is off. My connection here is a bit shaky, so I'd rather keep it like that. Just to reiterate, Samira, I want to welcome everyone. I want to good morning everyone, our guests, our leaders, all our members. It's a real honor for us to welcome you to this significant gathering of the Dubai Stockbrokers and Investment Services Business Group. It is really a beginning of a collaborative journey to shape the future of our industry. We formed this group to unite our collective strength and address any challenges that we have and seize the opportunity or the collective opportunity that we can cooperate to elevate the Dubai financial sector. Together, we aim to advocate for meaningful policy changes, drive innovation, and champion sustainable growth as well. Your presence today reflects our shared commitment to excellence and progress. Let us hope and let us make this session productive, impactful, as we build stronger and more resilient industry. This is the first step of many sessions and of many gatherings and of many meetings. So thank you, and I look forward to our continuous discussions.
Thank you, Mustafa. And once again, a warm welcome to you all. I would now like to share the official statement of why we are doing this. So once again, good morning to you all. It's a privilege and honor to welcome you to the inaugural gathering of the Roundtable, which marks the beginning of our collaboration, innovation in taking the future of the stockbrokers community together. Why was the DSIG formed? Well, we are in such a globally competitive financial services ecosystem, and our objective is to enable the stockbrokers, the investment services providers, and associate stakeholders to come together, address key industry challenges while capitalizing on emerging opportunities. So we are looking at advocating for regulatory and policy advancements which support growth and innovation. We're looking to equip our potential and future members with tools and insights to navigate market complexities. And finally, we are creating a platform to drive collaboration. So with this in mind, today's discussion is a closed door where we ask you for insights to take forward a unified voice, to present and work very closely with the regulatory authorities, the policymakers, and the financial institutions to address our pain points. So it could be either from a modernizing licensing framework, or to look at an investor protection scheme, or to look at an environment which is even more conducive to growth. And this is where we need your voice, your inputs to represent so that we can take it forward with the regulators and the government to change and amend the policies. The second is capacity building and innovation. We are looking at driving this through education and innovation through forums, knowledge sharing sessions. And the third is collaboration for growth, where we are all interconnected. How can we partner and how can we drive change? There are quite a few challenges facing the industry, which are insurmountable currently. But I think coming together as a group, we can transform these challenges into stepping stones for progress. So today is a call for action. Let's come together. Let's collectively participate, hear your voice, and thank you for joining us in our shared vision. With this, we would like to move forward and take the discussion forward to bring about your voice, your views, and move it together. So thank you and warm welcome. So let us now move to the roundtable session, where we have invited you very specifically to come on board. I would like to introduce the panelists before we can start the discussion. We start by introducing Nicholas Wright, who is the head of institutional business for the MENA region for Saxo. Warm welcome to you, Nicholas, to be with us today. We also have with us Lena Kuprianova, if I didn't get that wrong. Excellent. She's the CMO of Kama Capital, extremely engaged in technology and AI, and we're going to hear from you. We would love to hear your insights on this area. We also have with us Mohammed Yunus, who is the head of institutional department, acting brokerage deputy for Noor Capital. We have with us Ahmed Khatib, who is the chief business officer, CFI. And most importantly, who's brought all of us together, Mr. Kinley Nasur, who is the CEO and founder of Sterling Financial Services, who is also on the board of the Dubai, business community and investment forum with stockbrokers. So thank you for bringing us together in taking this forward. I hope I have not left out any names at the moment. If so, can I request all those here to introduce themselves? We would love to hear from you. Sharir, would you like to start? Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jarir. I'm a CEO for CFI Financial Markets, licensed by ESCA. That's all. I have experience in exchange market more than 14 years.
Warm welcome to you, Jarir, and thank you for being with us today. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So with this, I think let us move on to the discussion. And, we have already shared questions with you in advance. However, if there's anything specific that you would like to, highlight, please feel free to share those at the same time. So first of all, I think we would like to start by asking, we are all in the stock brokers community together. And I'm sure we have shared opportunities, but shared challenges, at the same time. So let's talk about what are some of the three challenges your company is facing in the current market, specifically in terms of it could be the regulatory framework, it could be technology adoption, or even client acquisition. How can the Dubai business ecosystem address this, and what can we do to create a more conducive environment? I will leave the floor open to you all.
With whom you want to start, Samira? Maybe, I don't know, maybe Nick, you'd like to start with your contribution, please?
So first of all, Saxo Bank, as you may or may not be aware, is not a local stockbroker. We are an international, European regulated bank, and we provide access to global markets. We are present here in the Middle East since 2009, but that is through a central bank license. So that's the first thing. So I can tell you very much our challenges at the moment with operating in the Middle East as a European bank is first and foremost the fact that the UAE remains on the blacklist at the within the European Union. That is a hugely problematic occurrence for us as a bank. We have to treat the UAE as high risk, and with that comes a lot more scrutiny on the KYC, AML due diligence that we have to do both on our partners and our direct clients. We operate two models. One is direct business. That means you, Kinley, Ahmed, Elena can open an account with Saxo, and that is a direct relationship. 60% of our revenue comes from that business. 40% comes from partnerships with other financial regulated institutions who use our platform or multiple services in order to facilitate business with their clients, and that accounts for 40%. Currently, both our partners and our direct clients are now having to undergo massive amounts of extra diligence because the UAE is treated as high risk by my bank, and the reason being that it is on the blacklist with the European Union. So first and foremost, that, and I know that the UAE is working very hard to get off that list. They did come off the grey list with FATCA earlier in the year. Unfortunately, the European Union didn't remove them, and we do expect the UAE to come off that list definitely by 2026, hopefully by 2025, and that would make a big difference to us. So maybe that is I'll lead with that as an example of one of our challenges.
Well said, Nicholas, and thank you for raising this very important critical area, which is something that we all resonate with. I would now like to move on to Ahmed Khatib. Ahmed, can you also share your views and where you all stand in this equation?
Sure. Thank you very much, first of all, for this gathering, this roundtable. I'll get into some regulatory challenges that I think a lot of us are facing, regardless of the type of products that we offer in the UAE. Overall, the regulatory framework has been changing, has been evolving due to many factors. One is the introduction of a lot of new products, new access to new markets, the development in technology. In addition to, in the UAE, we have several regulators, the offshore ones, the mainland ones, and sometimes in the past there were, confusion of where the regulatory, which regulation applies to the type of product. In addition to that, I think one important matter that we are all facing, whether we are in the financial markets or not, are the fake ads related to products based in the UAE, whether they are stocks, salik, talabat, whatever, whenever there is a new IPO that is legal and everything, we see a lot of online ads that are not really proper ones, not proper, they are actually scams. And in addition to that, we have the scammers that cold calling people. This overall, I think, is increasing our challenges as regulated companies in the country, because the normal people who are not very much aware of the types of regulations won't really differentiate between a random ad that is a scammer and the actual ones. We have to do a lot of additional work. We do a lot of campaigns, awareness campaigns, to improve the knowledge overall. So I think those few items are, are part of the challenges that regulated brokers in the UAE are currently facing.
Thanks, Ahmed. And I think, when you spoke about technology and the regulations in place, I think these are key elements. Let's move on to right now. Let's ask Lena. Lena, I think, you've been in this. I see you as, future forward in terms of integrating the current business model. What is your take?
Building on what Ahmed just said, I think it's very important to distinguish between, scammers and cold calls and the regulated, respectable institutions such as CFI, Kama Capital, and many others. And the idea that I want to raise now is it lies within the KYC automation part, because we're entering like a new, more technological age, and the speed of technological development is increasing. But I feel that in our region, we're still at the point where we have to have a vast relationship management, sales, customer support teams actually calling clients to ask them to upload their documents, to verify their documents, and it increases the process drastically. Like, for example, Nicholas, please correct me if I'm wrong, but in the UK, there's a system where all of the documents are stored for the citizens and residents, and you can actually hook this system up to your KYC verification system, and you don't have to interact with clients directly to ask them for such documents. So, for example, UAE has a UAE Pass that stores your residence ID, some of other documents, your passport, if you're not, if you're not a citizen. So it would be really incredible if there would be a possibility for us as brokers to collaborate with the system and use the system to simplify and automate the verification process of our potential and existing clients.
I 100% agree with that, Elena. We're way behind many European countries on this, and having a repository where we can access KYC information, amongst other things, would be hugely beneficial. Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. The other thing is the credit bureau. You know, that's also, I know, I'm not really sure, I'm not a compliance officer, but I know it was a good move to create a credit bureau, but I'm not sure how seriously it's taken, or how, maybe others can comment on that. But that would be hugely beneficial.
Great thoughts. I would like to request Mohammed Yunus. Mohammed, you know, how do you feel the current landscape is evolving? And, you know, please do share your insights on some of the opportunities as well.
Good morning, everyone. So now I'm coming from Noor Capital. Some of you already know me personally. Now, Noor Capital, I think we are one of the first companies here in the country, and we are the ones who transferred from central bank regulatory to the ISCA when they started the license. Now, so we witnessed the shifting while it happened, and how that had an impact in the markets. So I wanted to emphasize on this point and the role of ISCA and the other regulators as well, but ISCA playing the main role now in the FX markets. The reason why we were shifted from central bank, we were there since 2005, was to regulate this business more and more, and just to open the door for other companies to enter this country and offer the services for FX and other markets in the UAE and the GCC. So we noticed how things changed. Before, we didn't have much challenges in this markets. The reason of having new regulator was to control the business and just to have it like less issues in it. But unfortunately, issues started when the ISCA start offering new companies. It was actually the other way around. We didn't face these kind of challenges before. Also, ADGM, the IFC, or when they start focusing more on licensing such entities, unfortunately, it attracted the non-regulated business more than the regulated business. We see more unregulated companies. When I say unregulated, that means not ADGM or DIFC or ISCA. The number of these companies increased much more than the companies are regulated, which affected all of us, to be honest. We are all suffering from this. This is something that backfired in the other way. I think there's a responsibility for all of us to talk to ISCA about this, or just to because it's a new in ISCA to deal with these products and these markets. I think we need to put our inputs in this more with them. It's gonna help all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, I think this is what we should do as a next step. And I'm noticing that not all companies are here. We should invite everyone actually in this, because when they see that all the companies, all firms have the same vision, things will be better for everyone. Yes.
Completely agree with you, Mohammed. And, you know, that's actually the essence of today's closed door roundtable discussion, because I think it's very important we all have a platform to speak out, share some of the challenges and how we can very genuinely grow our business forward. And I think the government wants to support, but I think because there was no, shared voice, I think that was the biggest challenge. And it's good to see this going. I would now like to move over to Nadeem Khan.
Samira, I guess this can be an open debate, right? It's a brainstorm.
Yes.
So I'd like to, first of all, I mean, and I'm not wanting to jump in and stop anyone else from speaking, but I just want to comment on some of the things Mohammed has said, because I think that's the whole essence here.
Please.
Mohammed, I completely agree with you. Certainly my feeling is that Dubai has been inundated with all sorts of organizations, and that seems to have come, funnily enough, where we're supposed to be more highly regulated. It seems to have done the opposite. So I completely concur on that. Secondly, I've been in the region working in both local and international stock markets since 2007. I actually created, I don't know if you know, they call GTN now, but Mubasher Financial Services. So we were operating both as a local broker and also as a regional platform. And it did seem, I mean, in the early days, it was really difficult working with the regulators here, in particular, the one we're talking about, ESCA. But what seemed to happen over time was they seemed to improve and their knowledge improved. But I think that was with regards to local stock market. I think now ESCA have taken over regulation an awful lot more, right? So I think it's challenging for them. I don't know if you agree with that, but I think that they are challenged with this.
That's why we should play a role with them. That's why it took them maybe like 10 years to ease their regulation on the local markets.
Yeah,
we need to help them make that a shorter time on the FX markets, on the OTCs. So instead of taking them 5 to 10 years to ease these rules and regulations and understand that the benefit of the business is talking to us, it will take much more time and it will going to be difficult for all of us. Yeah, I mean, I believe so.
The DFSA and the ADGM, they take their references from already existing regulation. ESCA doesn't. So I mean, ESCA doesn't seem to understand things like omnibus structures, you know, and how, which is how the world works, you know, in financial markets globally. So I completely agree that they should be consulting with you and the brokers and anybody that has a stake in the success of these markets. And we all understand that they have to be diligent, they have to ensure proper regulation, but it seems that they're stopping good business being done by regulated firms, and while not so good business is being done by others. So
exactly, that's what's happening.
Rightly said. And with this, I would like to, you know, take this discussion forward to Nadeem Khan, who is the Executive Director at Century Financial. And Nadeem, I would like to ask you, first of all, do you believe in this unified advocacy? Is it time that all of us, you know, companies got together, the stockbrokers community in Dubai specifically? This is the first time the Dubai Chamber of Commerce is actually giving us you know, a platform for a shared unified voice. What are your thoughts about it? And also, can you also spell out some of the areas which we need to focus on from Century for the brokers community?
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So I totally agree that the unified voice is important because it gives us the union of the companies together can create, because ESCA is still evolving. As we have seen over the period, they are evolving. They need more clarity in terms of what the brokers are doing and what they require, and how the other jurisdiction like FCA, UK, CISEC, Australia, they have, their regulation with regards to CFD OTC derivatives industry. So I totally agree. I mean, this is a good voice and like the union of the companies coming together, sharing their opinions and views. And we have seen we are category 1, category 5 regular company. We have been associated with ESCA for a really long time. We know we also have a similar journey like Noor Capital. We were also central bank, and then we moved to ESCA later, and then now we have two categories. So there are a lot of things, a lot of improvement. We have seen the ESCA has improved a lot. We have seen the journey where accredited staff initially, the equivalency certificate used to take years for staff. Like now it's very easy. ESCA has eased the process of category, especially category 5 is so easy to get the the license is easy to be acquired. So that's many companies are there, and the major problem, what I feel now still, now we know Dubai is a hub. Dubai is inundated with multiple companies across the world. Like, we have seen companies after companies coming. So most of them are still not regulated. There are regulations for DFSA regulated company, FSRA, or SEXO and Swissquote with central banks, but other companies are especially with ESCA, DFSA or FSRA. So it's good. The competition is good, but the major competition comes from non-regulated, unregulated companies, which still exist. They have a rep office in some form or the other, or not even office or licenses in Golsok and across UAE. So that is one, and also a major. I feel like a lot of online ads, like which are not present in Dubai. They onboard clients from UAE, so there has to be some kind of regulation or some kind of control awareness for the investors not to invest if the companies are not regulated outside in the UAE, or so just to because there are already many companies in Dubai, more than the residence wise, if we see, and then UAE is a country where you can source local investors as well, unlike Mauritius or Labuan or Malaysia. Okay, so we need to inform the regulator about these. They are taking action, but unregulated companies are innumerous. Secondly, also there are many broker ranking companies. Like I will give a particular example of one company, WikiFX. Okay, so they are like behind the companies, giving fake rankings, and behind the companies calling us or other companies, the regulated companies, as unregulated or scam. So we need to see, they need to be blocked, and they have an event also here in Dubai. They how can they have an event where the company itself is not very clean in terms of they are ranking companies based on various forcing methods, unethical methods. So yeah, these companies needs to be such companies needs to be taken care. We need to inform the regulator about it. Also, very important when it comes to, for the company like us, like we are regulated by Cat 1, Cat 5. So ESCA is not very clear with regards to reporting calendar. So reporting calendar means like what all things are required to be submitted on a regular basis. We know there are biannual reports or quarterly reports, monthly report. We do send that. That is written in the rule book. But there are many things which are not written in the rule book. We have to assume, and then ESCA comes later and they inform that this is, for example, we have seen AML. AML audit needs to be, there is an audit, internal audit, needs to be done. Apart from that, there is also external audit for AML compliant, AML audit. So those things were not written in the rule book. So certain things needs to be informed. ESCA can describe the rule book more elaborately, and so that the companies can submit the report on time and do the necessary actions which is required, mandated by ESCA. And a few instances like we need to voice our especially when it comes to client acquisition. So UAE, we know UAE is a high we are based in UAE, so resident clients are still okay, but non-resident client, UAE consider non-resident client as high risk, even though they come from a good jurisdiction. So we need to inform that these non-resident, if it's based on reverse inquiry, may not be a high risk country, depend upon the country ranking that we have, the country ranking they give. So I think few things overall, but the UAE is ESCA is taking steps slowly. But we need, as I agree with Nicholas, there are a lot of things, a lot of improvements need to be done. Yep.
Great. Nadeem, thanks for sharing. I want to move on to Kinley Nasur from Sterling Financial Services. Kinley, first of all, thank you for bringing us all together because I think this is remarkable when we share this voice. We are planning a larger outreach in the month of Jan. We will share the dates well in advance. We will have more than double the participants who are resonating, and that will also help us firm the advocacy document to ESCA, which in the month, hopefully by February, we will have a formal meeting with ESCA and Dubai Chamber authorities to face to take this discussion forward. But before that, I would like to ask Kinley. Kinley, can you please share your insights? You've been in this sector for decades together. What is your take?
Good morning again, everyone. Yeah, I'll talk on in my capacity at Sterling. First of all, thank you, Samira, and of course, thanks to the chambers that is giving us the opportunity. And this is the first time, what is important, guys, where we see an official department, governmental department, giving us such platform to share our ideas. Mohammed raised one point that we should be more on this roundtable. Yes, hopefully next time we will be more. But to be honest, Mohammed, we wanted it to be a little bit concentrated at the moment. And as you see, all members are quite old in the market to be able to streamline our ideas and move on. And then we can improve on our actions in the near future. Of course, you guys, you shared almost our concerns, whatever you mentioned, Mohammed, Nick, Nadeem, Elena, all of them are very much valid. And all of us are facing, our business are suffering because let's talk about ourselves mainly is because, again, of the official existence of non-regulated businesses. As Nadeem mentioned, I mean, we have a plenty of almost everyone, I think. If you name me someone who's not here, I don't know, but almost everyone on the globe, they have a kind of a rep office or technology provider or information provider license. And all of them basically dealing with CFDs, Forex, stocks, equities, so all kind of offering. And again, they're coming with ads which are very lucrative for clients, and the clients don't understand. ESCA, of course, every now and then they put on their website a few warnings. But again, I mean, we know very well customers are not going and checking for warning. For me, at multiple occasions, I raised this idea with ESCA that there should be a couple of workshops, especially with DED, because anyone who's forming a company outside UAE, paying $5,000 to form it in any of those places, and coming and running a rep office in UAE and competing on our business. So it's a loss. First of all, it's a loss for the country because these people don't pay taxes. They don't pay VAT. They don't pay corporate tax. They are working outside the AML frame. So they are really, I mean, participating in the bad reputation of this business. And the worst part lately, guys, and I'm sure you have many examples, many of them, they have even local bank accounts. So basically, I'm sure like all of us, we struggle to have a local bank account for a financial firm, and it takes us forever to have it. And then you have somebody who has basically a simple rep office and having bank account. So basically, the banks are as well facilitating such operation. And this is where I think we need to communicate to ESCA, and I think this is part of our reporting, Samira, was our conclusion of this, that, I mean, DED banks, not only DED, I mean, others, but mainly we're talking about DED now, and free zones, because again, free zones are, you know, in UAE, in Dubai mainly, I think we have around 21 free zones. So, and some free zones are giving, again, some licenses, which are, recently somebody told me they approach again. They wanted to have like a kind of investment license. They asked me where to get a license. I said, listen, you have DIFC, ADGM, ESCA. And guess what? Went to Maidan, and Maidan told them, oh, listen, you don't need to go there. Bruno, let's give you something. We have a license which is called, I think, investment management, and you can operate with it and have a bank account. And when they stop you, they stop. So it's scary when the free zone is guiding people to do things like that. And that's really, I really don't know how banks are getting away with it. Even we have people visiting us and telling us, listen, if you have any outside entity, we're happy to open a bank account for you here, and we manage it for you even at 0.5%. Just scary, you know. So and the clients don't understand this, and the clients, they go and simply deposit. They know it's a bank account. They assume that we are in a very solid country, and they assume all the homework has been done by the authorities to check this bank account and this company. And the reality, such companies shouldn't be having a depository account for customers. When we are struggling again, as you mentioned, Nick, to talk about an omnibus account, let's say, which is still not understood well. So these are, I think, quite main issues. Of course, I mean, these companies, we are suffering because, of course, all of us, we are under heavy pressure to run an extreme KYC on our customers, take extreme AML measures, all this. While next door, we have someone, and believe me, and I think we've seen this, where people simply open account over the phone. I mean, just spell your name, and then they open the account and give us documents after it's required. So how can we compete? And this is because I work, me and Nick, closely about this. When to onboard a client with Saxo, probably it takes, which are very efficient, the guys, but it takes, let's say, 2-3 days. I mean, with a lot of questions, and customer will go the other side, and they say, listen, Kinley, other side, they're just opening and giving me even a platform, and very fast. So we have to do a lot of work to explain to people this is legitimate, this is not legitimate only, and many people are avoiding questions, to be honest. So I think what we should have action plan in this after that is probably, if we can agree with Eska, Samira, and the chamber to call for again roundtable with few of us, probably with some DED representation, free zone representation, somebody from the banks probably, or central bank, because these are the major concern. Because these companies, even if they have a rep office, okay, they are damaging a little, but once you give them a local bank account, the damage become very serious to our business, to the country, to the tax authority, to the revenue of any other department. I think Ahmad also has survived this journey through your previous entities, and now, and you have a wide experience in this. And for us, this is a core challenge now, to explain to Eska that some serious action needs to be done in this direction, if really they want to control this market. And as our aim in the DSIG, Samira, to create a better investment environment in UAE and Dubai specifically. This is our part of our mission. So our duty is to communicate this to the chamber, and the chamber to Eska, which is a great opportunity, and then we take it further from there. I believe this is quite a wrap up for this. All of you guys, I think this is pretty common, but I wanted to repeat it because it's really getting into us.
Yeah, thanks,
Kinley, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, Samira, can I just add to what Kinley said? Look, in general, Kinley, I think what we would, it would be good maybe to recommend is, I've seen this in in other countries also. When there are like major changes in regulations, jurisdictions, or whatever, awareness campaigns by the regulator and government authorities would help a lot. Like regularly stating who the regulator is, when you're approached, where to look for the reference of the regulation of the company, because anybody can make an ad online and say we are regulated. People who don't know won't really be able to identify the regulation and so on. So I think if an awareness campaign is worked on maybe between the regulator, the chamber, etc. I think this would be very helpful for increasing the awareness of who is regulated, what is regulated, and how that works. Thank you.
Sure. Ahmad, in addition to that, I would like to ask you all regulatory loopholes and there's a lack of stringent compliance. Do you think, maybe we should hold a session with the free zone, the economic department, and the regulators to have this conversation so that even the free zones know their responsibility, they know the damage they are doing, they're aware, and we work hand in hand rather than against us. Do you think this would also be an avenue to bring key stakeholders to the platform and combat this issue that we are facing currently? I leave it open to you all to share your views. Yeah. Sorry?
I was saying, Ahmed, I think the question you addressed to Ahmed, right?
I've just kept it open to you all. I've kept it open to you all. So my question
Elena has
is...
something to... Elena, you wanted to say something?
Well,
You are raising your hand.
Well, I mean, Ahmed pretty much covered it. Since I just want to, build again on what you're saying. The thing is that, the educational part relies heavily on the shoulders of local brokers. And if we had government support on this, maybe having government officials address these issues, create some, university backed up materials about trading, about the regulation, that will be hugely beneficial because, commercial companies that we've been discussing a lot, the scam companies, the ones that are not regulated, they also can create educational materials and say something that will be, controversial to, actual knowledge and actual regulation. So the one source of truth is usually in this region is usually the government. And, commercial companies that support this would be viewed as trustworthy. And this is, in the end, what we all want to achieve here.
Great. Thank you, Lena. I would like to now move to the last part of this discussion, which is if we have 3 top areas that we would like to address on an urgent priority basis, what would they be?
Artificial intelligence. For sure, because this is a non-regulated industry. There's a lot of controversy in this area. There's a lot of companies that use the word AI very freely. There is a lot of misconceptions about what is artificial intelligence, how the technologies are developing, how they can be used, in investing and trading, and it can be dangerous even if some people rely on predictions, market analysis with artificial intelligence, and it can also be very dangerous to the companies that use AI-based tools in their offering for traders. So I think innovation always lies in the cross sections of different industries. So it will also be beneficial for us to maybe collaborate with ministries of AI and different and other different governmental entities on discussing the views of the government on the development of technology, their plans, and how it will be regulated. What can we do to provide assistance and to align our development efforts when it comes to this broad unknown thing that we all call AI, and that is very hype. Secondly, also when it comes to technology, blockchain, and crypto summer that is awaiting us all soon, and the regulation on crypto pairs, crypto assets, and crypto investments is also very important for us to discuss, I think. So yeah, this are the things that I think are priority for from my perspective.
Thank you, Lena. And these have been noted as well. Can I move on to Mohammed Yunus? Mohammed, can you share your areas?
I wanted to talk about the same point that Elena talked about, the crypto. I think regulating this crypto here, it will help us all, because now most of the non-regulated companies are using cryptos as a method of payments with their clients. If there's a control for it and there's a like clear instructions on how you use the cryptos in this country, will allow us to use it in our trades and will stop them from doing business. This, I think, will make a big push for the business. I think Vara already had the rule books ready, but still not established in the country. I think this is something we need to push further with ISCA on this. I think if that is rushed, main issues will be solved.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nadeem, would you like to share your views? Yeah.
No, I think we are perfect. We are all aligned. I agree with the crypto thing as well, because that is very, very important. Like if there is a clarity, be it in terms of in the rule book, be it digital assets or copy trading or fund management or client money classification. So more clarity needs to be, if there is a more clarity, it's better for us to understand how we can do the business. Yeah. And curb the most important point is curbing the non-regulated, unregulated companies operating in Dubai. So UAE as such. So yeah, these two important points for me.
Thank you. Nicholas, any take from your side that you would use as a suggestion to prioritize? Yeah.
Look, I have a number of points. First of all, I agree with Elena on AI. AI is, I'm quite old and I've been around a while, and AI is the new .com, and we all know where the problems that we got into with .com, with firms claiming they had a .com business when in fact they didn't, and getting smashed in the markets. So AI has potential to cause this, but that's not my point. So the things that we need to change as an international operator of a platform here in the local market, and a regulated entity, albeit through a central bank license. I already mentioned the first point, which is the blacklist. Secondly, these capital markets, in order to continue to be attractive globally, and in order to continue to attract capital, they need to be deeper. Okay, we need to have more products. We need to have derivatives. We need to have better market making to compete. If the goal is for these markets to become creditable and truly operate, as leaders in comparison with other financial centers, then we really do need to evolve. And I've been here now 17 years. For sure, they have evolved from 2007, but for sure there is still, I would say, limited ability for institutions to come and trade here the same way that they can trade in other markets. So that requires a continuation of developing our markets, and more products and more hedging and more market making. The other thing, now this may be controversial, we are not specific to the UAE. And I don't think the region looks at individual countries within the GCC. We look at the GCC as the country, and the GCC is made up of the UAE, Saudi, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman. So I would like to see Monday, Friday. I mean, the UAE has taken a lead, and the UAE is a leader in the GCC, but it's not big enough on its own as one market to really be that attractive. So I'd like to see Monday, Friday as an operating model across all. I'd like to see one currency, and I'd like to see much more interoperability between exchanges. I don't know if that is something ESCA can facilitate, because that's a much bigger subject, but those would be our points as an international firm operating here.
Certainly. Nicholas, thank you. I would like to move on to Ahmed. Ahmed, can you please share your views as well? in terms of what are the top 3 priorities that DSIG should focus on in taking this advocacy forward?
I think most of the points mentioned cover this, and I would again say the awareness about the regulation to really not put regulated companies at a disadvantage by allowing non-regulated companies to operate almost the similar way. I think this is a very important point. Also on regulations related to the new technology, whether it's AI, whether it's specific products within the financial industry like robo-advisory, copy trading, a lot of things keep coming up. And there are other products not directly related to trading, but they are fintech products that eventually will be integrated with trading platforms. Some of those services that are actually very recent globally over the last few years still don't have really very clear regulations. And that's understandable, but the more we are proactive in addressing those products, the more we are able to develop the industry further. No, I think those are the points that are really should be the priority in the coming period.
Thank you. I think with this, we end inputs from everyone. Can I request Kinley as well from Sterling Financial Services? Kinley, you've shared a lot of great insights, but what are the 3 main areas of focus?
I think after this roundtable, I think if we can get into an action plan with the following points, which I feel are priority. First of all, if we can get to arrange to have a joint session with between ESCA, DED, banks representative, or probably somebody from central bank in this case, and the chamber, to share our concerns. And because as you see, our concerns are not only related to ESCA or central bank, but the main concern is happening with DED and free zones and banks. This is where this is number 1. Number 2, I agree on the issue of crypto, that yes, we need to have more regulation on crypto to understand, because again, I think Cat 1 companies are struggling accepting crypto as deposits, while again, other non-regulated who are free in the market, they are accepting cryptos. So, which again is affecting their business. This is number 2. Number 3, I think we need to somehow, maybe the chamber can help us to have more control on, so the action should be a bit faster into controlling the non-regulated, non-licensed business, because there is big difference. A lot of people, even I'm sure all of you get these cold calls, and you ask them, are you licensed? Are you regulated? Yes, sir, we are regulated. We are licensed. From where? From DED. When you look at their license, many of them, I got them. Some of them are banking broker, like financing broker, technology provider, information provider. So for them, even the staff themselves, they believe they are very well licensed because they are having already a DED license. They don't know the difference between having a DED license and having a regulator license. So this is maybe something which we need to do faster on it. And of course, I'm not sure if this is happening, but I know, Muhammad Yunus is pretty aware that there are so many efforts to channel information to ESCA about those non-regulated businesses. I'm not sure if we are the right platform where people can share those information, and then we can, by our turn, we can channel those information to ESCA, because let's admit it, also ESCA don't have on ground enough inspectors, enough people, because remember, it's such a busy city and so many things happening in every corner. So we can't blame always the regulator if not knowing anything or everything, because it's really quite complex. Right? Maybe we need to help them out. Same like how Dubai Police has this initiative. All of us are police, right? So maybe I don't know if we can help doing that. I don't know if it's going to be accepted, yes or no, but I know that they are welcoming to receive fair complaints. You know, of course, we need to make sure that's fair information, especially if someone his business getting seriously affected by an unfair competition. So these are I think you asked for 3. I think I gave 4.
Thank you, Kinley.
Yeah.
A few announcements to make before we formally conclude. So first of all, we also have good support from Gulf News and Brokers View. Brokers View has a magazine called Fast Bull. So moving forward from this session onwards, if there is any information we would like to share, they will support us in taking it forward. We have received interest from quite a few other publications, but as of now, it will be Gulf News and Brokers View who will support us. That's number 1. Secondly, we will be releasing an online survey to all the SCAR listed companies in the next couple of days, where we will ask everyone what their views are. So that's point number 2. In the month of Jan, we're going to have another closed door roundtable session at Dubai Chambers itself, face to face, where we will put these points together, revalidate the advocacy. In the month of February, we will have our roundtable meeting with the Dubai Chambers authorities. We will also have the joint session, as Kinley said, with the free zones. They have expressed interest to us already. 5 free zones have expressed interest in coming forward and being part of the dialogue, because they see this as, their credibility in supporting hand-holding and taking it forward. And finally, we will have by the first quarter, the involvement of ESCA and other regulated entities, separate meetings with companies such as ours in, having the shared voice, coming back with action plan, looking at the pain points and deliverables. But having said that, I would also like to share on a similar note, we are not just about solving pain points and challenges. And this is where we need your help in finding out what are the business opportunities and business growth that we can explore. Because when you share it with us, we can go to the government and the regulators and ask them for more investment-friendly regulations, which they have opened to being a part of based on the vision of the Dubai government. So please feel free, please be open, share your voice. I would also like to thank Mustafa Al-Chiati, the Vice Chairman of DSIG. He is traveling, but Mustafa, thank you for being with us and delivering the open address at the session. I now request Kinley Nasur to deliver the vote of thanks. Kinley, over to you.
Thank you, Samira. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for this session. It has been a great honor to have you around, and with your knowledge, we wanted to gather as much as possible information from you. We are happy that the chamber is supporting us into putting a structured approach with the regulator. Again, to remember our mission for this is to create in UAE and Dubai a better investment environment, a better transparent and trusted environment. We appreciate all your concerns, all your feedback, and as well, once this has been addressed, even a few steps towards this direction. Also, I hope in the next session we will be able to focus more as well into not only what's stopping our business, maybe a few ideas on how to improve the business, how to make Dubai is a better investment and attractive area for financial services of all kind. I leave you with this note, gentlemen. Thank you, and ladies, of course. Thanks for your time, and we hope to see you again on our next session. As Samira mentioned, it's a great honor to have you guys, and wish you a great holidays ahead, and we hope you start a beautiful 2025.
Thank you, Kinley. Thank you,
Happy New Year
everyone.
to you all, everyone.
Happy New Year to everybody. Happy holidays. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Happy holidays.
Great.
Cheers,
Bye-bye.
Kinley.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah.
Welcome.